Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So there's been some big updates for Nightingale. Devs have put out an actual blog post highlighting some major changes. So let's get straight into it. I will show you some footage from the live client as well with these new changes, and I'll do a side-by-side comparison. Okay, so first of all, HUD updates. The devs got to say, if you have missed our developer update video, we have announced that we've made some changes to our UI based on feedback and observations from the server stress test. The hotbar now goes from 1 to 0, so that's from left to right. These can be rebound in the settings. I will show you footage of this in a moment. The default keys are 1 to 5 in the main hand and character's right hand, and the offhand's character's left hand is still default linked to 6 to 0. This just generally is better in every single way. This is what everybody was asking for in the server stress test because it was confusing a lot of people. Also, the big change is the fact that the HP, the rest, and your food is all now located in the lower left. Personally, I liked it in the middle, so I could keep my eyes focused central to the screen instead of having to look down to the left. After playing on the live client for a few days, I have grown to get used to it, but I did like it in the middle. Also, your HP pots can be put on Q, which is to the right-hand side of the UI. So it's after your 0 key now. Now this is a massive change. So you can have a dedicated actual button so you can press your HP pots. Also, equipped items like gear on your hotbar no longer show in your inventory. That's nice, it clears up a bit of clutter. You can drag and drop items from your inventory to your hotbar and vice versa. This is really good now because you couldn't do that before. Plus, you can also right click on your hotbar now and actually repair your items. Your stamina bar is invisible when it's not active. Crafting recipes have been changed to text rather than cards. When in a menu, other menu screen options are visible in the top bar. Damage numbers are no longer shown by default. You can toggle them back on in settings. I like to see damage numbers personally. This is the first thing I turn back on. To shift your items in your hand, you can press H. You can now activate streamer mode in the settings menu. This will prevent your character being displayed as you play the game and therefore avoid creators being bombarded by party invites. There's also controller support as well, so if you use a controller, there will be more controller support in the future, but you will be able to use your controller in some limited form. Now, if you're on an AMD GPU, they have removed FSR 3 from the game for now. The devs going to say, after reviewing crash data from the server stress test, a significant number of them seem to point to FSR 3 integrations, whether or not the users had the setting turned on. To ensure better stability, we have temporarily removed FSR 3 from launch. The game is available on Steam Deck. It's not officially supported yet, but it will be running on the Steam Deck. The devs are looking for people to help them out with this. There is also Twitch drops as well, which starts on the 20th of February at 9 AM PDT and 12 PM EDT. And the campaign ends at 9 AM PDT and 12 PM EDT. So it runs for a week. So let's have a little look at what you actually get. After 2 hours, you will get an umbrella. Also, you'll get an outfit 1 after 4 hours, so that looks like the male variant. Outfit 2 after 6 hours, which is the female variant by the looks of it. And after 8 hours, you will get Distinguished Puppy Hat. Now, I will release another video on how to get the actual Dachshund puppy itself, because you will not be able to use this hat on any other creature. It'll only be able to be used on the Dachshund, but I will release a video on that showing you how to get the Dachshund within the next few days. I will be live on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So if you do want to get Twitch drops and support my channel at the same time, you can watch me and get all your drops. Okay, so the top image you're seeing is the old client, what you would have played on in the stress test. And the lower is what's going to be on the live client at launch. As you can see, I can drag and drop stuff freely on the lower video footage, the new one. But the top one, you can't drag and drop anything at all. And this also shows you where the new HP is placed along with your rest and food. Now, there's one thing that is missing from the lower video, which is being removed from the game as well, and that is your hope. Hope is the white middle central circle you can see on the upper video footage. Hope has been removed because it didn't add anything functional to the game. other than the initial starting experience. So there's no more hope. If you want to keep up to date with Nightingale from somebody who's got over 100 hours worth of gameplay time in Nightingale now, and you want to see more guides, tutorials, and live streams, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.